under the sweltering New Orleans sky on July 19, 2025. The roar of thousands of fans echoed through the Smoothie King Center. They were not just witnessing another UFC card, they were part of a historic night. UFC 318 was more than a pay-per-view, it was a war and a celebration of legacy all rolled into one. At the heart of it stood two legendary warriors. Max blessed Holloway and Dustin the Diamond. This was not just the third chapter of their storied rivalry, it was the final one. For Poirier, it was his last walk to the octagon. For Holloway, it was a chance to reclaim his place among the sport's toughest and claim the symbolic BMF belt. The atmosphere was electric as both fighters stepped into the cage. Poirier, fighting in his home state of Louisiana, carried the emotion of a farewell. Holloway, the former featherweight king, was ready to unleash his signature volume, striking at lightweight once again. From the opening bell, the action was relentless. Holloway moved with speed and precision, throwing flurries that did not seem too slow. Poirier countered with power, landing heavy lefts and sharp combinations. Round after round, they pushed each other to the edge. In the third round, the crowd erupted after a brutal exchange. Poirier landed a left hook that rocked Holloway, but the Hawaiian fired back with a spinning elbow that stunned. Both men bled, both men gritted their teeth, and neither backed down. By the fifth round, it was clear Holloway had the edge in pace and precision. Poirier never stopped pressing, but the damage had accumulated. When the final horn sounded, the crowd stood in ovation. Holloway, without waiting for the official result, lifted Poirier's hand in respect. Moments later, the announcement came. Max Holloway was the new BMF champion. Yet, in his victory speech, Holloway made it clear who the night truly belonged to. "This man is Louisiana royalty," he said, emotional. "He may not have held the undisputed title, but he is a real champion. This sport owes him everything." The arena exploded in chants of Poirier as Dustin knelt in the center of the cage, removed his gloves, and placed them on the mat, signaling his retirement. Taking the mic, Poirier's voice cracked as he thanked his wife, daughter, coaches, and fans. "I have fought everywhere," he said, "but nothing compares to this. Tonight, I'm not leaving as a champion. I am leaving as a fulfilled man." His charity work through the Good Fight Foundation, his ventures in hot sauce and bourbon, and his warrior spirit all cemented his legacy far beyond wins and belts. The night was not only about the main event. In the co-main, Paulo Costa battled Roman Kopylov in a chaotic brawl. Costa showed renewed discipline, mixing calculated strikes with trademark aggression to earn a decision win. Kevin Holland submitted Daniel Rodriguez in a surprising turn, while Don Ige delivered a TKO over Bellator legend Patricio Pitt. Meanwhile, veteran Michael Johnson edged a narrow decision over Daniel Zellhuber after a week of heated buildup. Beyond the fights, the UFC world buzzed with other developments. Bryce Mitchell admitted he is still haunted by his 2022 loss to Ilia Topuria, showing the psychological toll of elite competition. And in a surreal twist, former President Donald Trump is planning a UFC pay-per-view on the White House lawn in 2026 to celebrate America's 250th birthday. John Jones, currently inactive, is rumored to be re-entering the USADA pool to fight on that card, marking yet another unpredictable chapter in UFC history. But at UFC 318, all the attention was on two men. One walked away with a belt and renewed fire. The other walked away with something even rarer: the respect and admiration of fans, fighters, and legends alike. Dustin Poirier did not need gold to prove his greatness. He left the sport as one of its most beloved warriors. And UFC 318 will be remembered as the night the diamond shined brightest before walking away.